Alright, next character. A robot garbage picker. And he had to fight these bad guys. And he had to get the help of this one garbage picker guy. And, his boss said, hey, we need that robot back. Because the robot was the key to helping the city out. And these bad guys wanted to destroy the robot because they got fired. So they were pretty upset about it. That was back in 1990 to 1993. I think 93 I finally finished it, or was it 92? I forget. It's on DVD in my own collection. I never brought it out to the public. Only because back then I was still learning how to compose music. So I didn't use my own music back then because I was still learning. So I don't know how I would be able to present that without getting rid of all that music. Figure out a way to do that. You could just, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's do like a Godzilla-inspired monster. It's not Godzilla, but let's have him breathe fire here. Give him a small eye. Godzilla the movie just came out this year. It was pretty cool. I thought from the human perspective that they showed it from, much like all the other Godzilla movies, it really gave you more of a very limited view of Godzilla, so you'd only see him, glimpses of him, like they were trying to build it up. Kind of like the movie It's Alive, where I think his name is Larry Cohen, said, hey, we got this monster baby, and it's, you know, attacking all these people, but we're not going to show what the baby looks like. So the whole movie, he said in the commentary that he wanted to build the anticipation by hiding the face of the baby. You only saw its claws and everything else. So in that sense, all you really got to see were the people and the reaction they had to the baby. You never saw the baby until the very end of the movie, the last 5 minutes or so. I think we did finally see it, and it was good. But I would have loved to have seen the monster during the whole movie. And that's how I think a lot of people felt about Godzilla, even though if you watch any classic Godzilla movie, a huge portion is from the point of view of the humans. That as a Godzilla fan, we don't really worry too much about the humans because we want to see Godzilla. So half the time you're waiting for the humans to stop talking and show Godzilla. So I'm giving him more of a compressed pose here. He's not very expressive. He's just giving all the expression to his jaws and his face here. He's going to be breathing some. I'll make it, instead of blue fire, I'll make it orange fire. Because we're not trying to copy Godzilla here. We're just inspired by it. We're not trying to create that creature. But those big monster movies I grew up watching, and that was always an inspiration because he's like a dragon, a giant dragon. Not a traditional Chinese dragon, but a medieval dragon. Here's that plating on its chest. It gives it a nice contrast to the rest of his body. Let's make a puff of fire here, almost like an explosive fire. Looks pretty cartoony, but it gets the point across, since the whole thing is a cartoon. Although his eye looks a little more realistic, since there aren't pupils there. So we're an hour 40 minutes into this, and let's give this fire some dimension here. So you start off with the darkest color for the base, this way you don't have to go backwards. Then you take the coloring, increase the size of the brush, and then just create these little highlights without reaching the edge of the orange. You just want to just stay within the border there, and don't connect it all together. Just have little spurts. And see how you got dimension there? And just give it a little couple highlights. You don't want to hit every one. Just the foreground. And just fade out there. And there we go. We got a beautiful fire burst. Like a little puff of explosive fire there. So, well, I'm just giving commentary. I hope it's helping out a little bit. You get some ideas of your own based on some of the things that I've said for how things are created and so on. So I'll give them gray claws instead of green claws. Then his teeth, I think I'll make those yellow. I could keep them white. Well, I don't think this guy has access to a toothbrush, so that's why monster teeth are cooler if they're yellow. And then I gotta color in that plate. Let's make it a little lighter shade. Now we could add some shading to this. You want to darken the green, the base color green, and just go in and shade it. And you just shade there. Now, what side of the line do you want to draw on? That's the thing. Right now, I'm just thinking about the tail and how it casts a shadow on his leg, and how the arm casts a shadow on his body. So that's what's making me decide to go on that side of the line. If I went on the other side, on that arm, that would not make any sense, because then that arm would not. The arm would be forced behind the body, and it wouldn't make any sense. So you want to erase that. Think of your light source. Think of the bump that you're drawing or have drawn, and where is the shadow going to go opposite of the light source? Obviously on the left side, since the light source could be either the fire or the sun on the right side. So this is just a highlight shade. This doesn't really on the tail there, but I like the way this turned out. It's pretty cool. I really like that face. The little eye really is what I was going for. And I like his jaw and his teeth and his shape of his head. And of course, these big spikes out of his back are always fun. Makes him look menacing. I think they did an awesome job on the design of the 2014 Godzilla, even if he's a little had one too many subs. He looks pretty awesome. His enemies are pretty cool too, and that's why I did enjoy that movie. Because I knew Godzilla would be in it. I know Godzilla, but this is a good year for movies. Next year, 2015, Star Wars 7. I can't wait to see that. And then Avengers 2 and a whole bunch of other cool movies are coming out. This year, Captain America 2 had some of the best action I've ever seen in an action movie. So there we go. And reverse it. Yep, holds up. There we go. A little fire-breathing dragon. So let's focus on and the villain was really awesome. The Winter Soldier.